Hey guys, William here, and today I'll be taking a look at my top 5 favorite Starscream figures. And it includes the Armada Starscream, the Fall of Cybertron version of Starscream, the Siege Starscream, the Studio Series Starscream, and then the Earthrise Starscream. So, number 5 is my least favorite, number 1 is my most favorite, just to clear that up. Alright, so first we will be taking a look at the Transformers Armada Starscream. So I'm going to move these back. And this Starscream I got a while ago for a gift. And honestly, at first, I wasn't really sure if I liked it or not. I'm pretty sure it came with 2 swords, and I still have the missiles for it. They're in there. I'm not going to be losing those missiles. And he has one of the swords on his wing. I'm not too sure if he came with 2, but if he did, I don't know where the other one is. And so to go ahead and transform him, I'm going to go ahead and transform him. Just give me 1 second. What was that? Oh. Okay. I will now go ahead and transform him into his robot mode. He is a really nice Starscream. I did add him on this list because he actually was one of the first Starscreams I did manage to get. I may review, I think I'm going to review the other scrapper here soon for a Devastator, but I still don't have Overload because he hasn't been in any stores, but I will be doing a review on Devastator. Oh, okay. And here we have Armada Starscream in his robot mode. And going into his robot mode, he does look really good. I do have a complaint, though. It's just when you turn to the side, or well, not to the side, but to the back, there's just this gap here. There's gaps in his back of his legs. I mean, that's not really a big deal, but it's still not one of my favorite things. And then, of course, he has his sword that was supposed to transform from his wing. I don't know if he has 2 or not, but if he does, oh well. I honestly don't know where the other one is. And here he is holding his wing sword, I guess. So, moving him to the back, he takes number 5. Number 4, we have the Transformers War for Cybertron Starscream. He is his Cybertronian jet. If I had any complaints in his vehicle mode, his head is right there. But that's really about it. He's honestly another one of the Starscream's Transformers that I enjoy having, because it's basically just a representation of what he looked like on Cybertron. Now then again, there is the Siege Starscream in the back, but that came out newer, and this was the original. So he is a deluxe. So is Armada Starscream, and then the rest of these are Voyagers, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, to transform him, you want to flip the nose cone down. Yeah, I'm just going to do this real quickly. Another complaint I do have about the the figure is the arms in the transformation, because sometimes they can be really difficult to get into position, but again, it's not really a big deal. And then another thing is this hinge joint here to hinge that forward is really stiff on mine. I mean, that's good, but it's also bad at the same time because it really hurts my fingers. So I do not have his weapons. I don't know where they are, but here we have the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, Starscream in his robot mode. I do have the Optimus and the Jazz and the Skywarp. I do not have Thundercracker, but again, he's really nice in his robot mode. He's got that Cybertronian look, and I do really enjoy having him in my collection. And really, his weapons were just two miniguns that combined together to make a bigger minigun, but I don't know where they are, and I don't feel like going through my entire box of Transformers just to get them out. So yeah, there's him. Next up, we have the Siege Starscream. I did pick this guy up because of his robot mode, not his vehicle mode. Just looking at it, if I did have any complaints about his vehicle mode, it'd be the back section here, because you can clearly see this is his window, but then he has it up here too. And that's about it. So this is the secondary version of Cybertron jet mode for Starscream, and I really do enjoy the other version more than this one. So I'll get down to the transformation. It's simple and kind of hard at the same time, like untabbing pieces and making sure they go into the right place, but oh well. Again, he is a Voyager. Don't mind the train because I can't help it if you do hear it. As I might have to raise the camera up a bit if these get too tall, but it'll take me a minute because I have to go grab something to put underneath my tablet, because I am recording on a tablet because I don't have an actual GoPro camera or whatever camera the YouTubers like Prime vs. Prime or Optibotimus use. I honestly don't know. And if they're too expensive, I can't afford it because I don't have money. And I'm not at the point where I get paid by YouTube because I don't have enough subscribers or views or whatever. And honestly, I'll probably won't. I mean, I don't do it for the money. I just do it to like make sure people have a good day and enjoy watching videos. And I know this is not a review video for all of these. This is just me showing you, in my opinion, my favorite Starscream figures. So this is not an actual review, but you can kind of see what I'm doing for the transformation. And this tablet does not have the pause option, so I can't just pause it and skip to when it's transformed. So I'd have to stop the video and release parts, like part 1 of 5. and I don't really feel like doing that. But anyways, here is the War for Cybertron Siege Starscream. And again, I did get this guy for the robot mode because of his, for one, his null rays. He has actual null rays, and his entirely head sculpt and stuff. There we go. I got my camera to focus in a bit more. But it's a really nice representation of Starscream. He is definitely bigger than the other two. And if any of them are the biggest, it's probably going to be the Studio Series. Because, you know, that thing's a pretty big Voyager. And I do enjoy Transformers a lot. That's why I have hundreds of them. Probably even thousands. And I don't really know what else more to say about him. He's a Cybertronian triangle jet thing. But putting him off with the other ones, you can kind of see the size. Number 4, we are going to come in with the Studio Series Starscream. I like this one more than the Earthrise Starscream because, or I like this Earthrise more than this because I'm not really a fan of the movie version of Starscream. I'm more of a on the G1 side of Transformers, and this one's going to be a bit more harder to do on camera, so I don't know exactly how well this is going to go. I'm going to have to move Earthrise Starscream out of the way. He is his F-22 Raptor. And robot parts. This is basically a upgrade of the Dark of the Moon Starscream. Anyway, and he has this blaster that just pegs into the bottom of him. But anyways, I'll get down to the transformation. I wouldn't say it's easy to transform, but I also wouldn't say it's hard to transform. I'd say more like in the middle of being complicated and not. Some parts just don't like to move like other ones do. And yeah, he's definitely going to be the tallest. Because right now it already cuts off the camera. But when I move him back, he most likely will shrink in size. He should shrink in the size area because I'm putting him more far away. And then again, we're not even done I'm not even done transforming him, so I do not know. All I know is he's definitely going to be the biggest out of all of them. Back when I was younger, I did have the old Dark of the Moon Starscream. I even still have the Thundercracker repaint of him. But when I was younger, someone tricked me into giving him to him for free, and I regret doing that. So maybe, well, now he's all on camera. It was just the cockpit area of him that was so tall because it was sticking up. So if I did have a complaint with anything of the transformation, it would definitely be the part where tabbing these flap-looking things into his chest, because they do not like to go on and they'll pop off. Then I have to struggle to pop them back on, and it is just not fun to do at all. I'm even having problems now. It might pop. I just said it might pop off, and this happened. So you're gonna have to give me a quick second because I cannot do this on camera. I cannot pop it back on camera. I even went ahead and just tabbed it in, just so I don't have to go through the suffering of having to tab it back on, or pop it back on camera. So we're almost done. All I have to do is this back section like that, and there. There's Starscream. This is Starscream from the movies, the studio series. Try to get my camera to focus. And yeah, he's really, really accurate. But the new masterpiece Starscream that just came out, honestly, I think this one looks better than him, in my opinion. But that's just me. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but oh well. But you can plug his weapon. So I'll put him off into the back, and his legs are, he is kind of chicken-legged, so he doesn't like to stand up too well. Alright, now on to the final Transformer, my favorite. The Transformers Earthrise Starscream. This is literally, in my opinion, a masterpiece Starscream. G1 Starscream. But of course there already is one. And this is also a remold of the Classics Starscream, which I do have, but he's like broken. On the Classics, these parts are broken off, so I had to shave the things down, and yeah. So I don't know the actual jet of this, I just know he's a jet. So I'll go ahead and transform him. Now, someone once told me that you cannot get these to fold down like that without popping them off. I heard that on a YouTube video, but I just did. So I guess I proved that wrong. Like, I don't remember which YouTuber I heard say that, but it was one reviewing this guy right here. He said, you basically can't pop, or have a perfect transformation with these coming off, unless you're extremely careful or something, but I'll have to go back and watch the video. I don't remember who exactly said it. But there is also one problem with this figure that I will never forgive it for. Getting these pieces here to untab and fold down. It just feels like it's going to end up breaking. And that's another thing the one YouTuber I watched was talking about. And I'm not just copying him, I'm actually serious. I honestly think this is going to break one day. That's with just how bad and hard it is to untab that. And then another thing, untabbing this part from the arms is a pain to do. For me, at least. For my figure. It just tabs in really securely. And when I first got this thing, it got so stuck I had to use a screwdriver to pry it off. Okay, I almost knocked my camera off the table, so that would have been bad. I know I haven't been uploading videos for a while, but I thought I'd come back. I've been just really busy with other stuff right now that I don't really want to talk about on camera. But honestly, this is the ultimate G1 Starscream I have. This is the best Starscream I have. Even just for a comparison with the classic starscream that I just dug out for some reason. This is not going to be on the list. It's not one of my favorites. It's okay, but here he is, the Classics Edition Starscream. This is I don't have the actual null rays for him, but that's the closest to a complete classic Starscream I have. And he's not a bad figure either. He's not bad, but I just wish I had it complete. If I had it complete and it wasn't broken off, then if these pieces here weren't broken off, then yes, this would have taken the place for the Armada Starscream. But it's just not my favorite because he's broken. And that's going to be the end of this video. Here they all are. I can kind of move them out of the way a bit so you guys can see all of them, but you can kind of see Armada Scream. But these are my top 5 favorite Starscreams in my collection, and I will make more videos more frequently. Goodbye.